It's Friday afternoon story hour at the Sugar Hill Children's Museum on 155th Street in St. Nicholas. Tiny bodies scramble about arranging orange stools in neat rows behind an unassuming stage, where Flor Bromley sits with a drum pressed between her legs. Over the course of an hour, the Peruvian storyteller, actress, and songwriter transports her listeners miles from the packed room, weaving Spanish and English into an interactive performance attracting families from as far away as outer Queens. Bromley says she's living out her dream performing stories in New York City.
My dad's a doctor, my mom's a lawyer and an English professor, and I was the black sheep of the family because I decided to go into the arts. And then when I visited New York, I'm like, this is where I want to live. Someday I'll make it happen.
Bromley moved to New York from Peru 8 years ago with plans to make it big on Broadway, but storytelling just wouldn't leave her alone. She decided to target Spanish-speaking parents of bilingual children after finding few performers who did bilingual storytelling.
When I do shows in Queens, especially like in Corona, like the population there, especially like the kids are bilingual, but the parents are not. It's most the parents that are laughing and they're like enjoying the performance than actually the kids. And they are kids when I do the show, and they enjoy it as much or more than them because they actually understand the language and they actually understand what the show is about. And I'm going to tell you a story about our finger, Mr. Thumb.
Marcela Butrago came to see Bromley from Queens with their daughter Victoria, who is learning English. Butrago herself doesn't speak English, but says that the storytelling hour is more for her daughter.
Well, it's important to be bilingual. However, for my daughter, who's the one learning English, it's okay that she speaks English or Spanish. In any case, the time is for them.
For 8-year-old Victoria, it's less about understanding the stories and more about just having fun.
She do a lot of songs and I like her stories. And she do it all so beautiful.
Bromley will release a CD of bilingual children's songs in October. She hopes to spread bilingual storytelling to community events across the city. She says though there are performers who are bilingual, they aren't doing it in their work.
You always think, like, no, they're not going to want immigrants telling their stories, but New York City is made of immigrants. And we should tell our story because this is who we are.
And Bromley says New York City, the center of the world, is the best place to do it. For Columbia Radio News, I'm Emily Dugdale.